Hi friends, Miss Juliana is outside today by her pond and I thought I would read you a fishy story, also so that my fish in the pond could listen in. Now, this story takes place in the ocean. Since we're learning about the ocean right now, I figured it would be a good story, and I thought I would do it outdoors so that you could also hear the running water. This is Rainbow Fish and Friends. It is based on the book by Marcus Pfister, and I know a lot of you guys know the rainbow fish. And this one here is about telling tall tales. Rainbow Fish and Friends floated into the school cave. "Attention, little fish," said Miss Cuddle. "This morning a new friend will join us. Her name is Angel, and her family just moved here from the western waters." Puffer waved his fin wildly. "I've been all over the western waters." "Really?" said Miss Cuddle. "I'd love to hear about it. Will you share your story with us?" "You've never seen anything like it," said Puffer. "That does sound interesting," said Miss Cuddle. "But could you be a little more specific?" "The water is this weird purple blue," he said. "And the plants are so huge they grow from the ocean floor all the way to the surface. And the rocks are in crazy, gigantic stacks. They think maybe some giant lobsters piled them up a long time ago." "Really?" said Miss Cuddle. "Well, that's all the time we have for now. I see our new friend is here." Miss Cuddle asked Angel to tell the class about herself in the western waters. "Well, the water is a dreamy green and absolutely crystal clear, so you can see for miles and miles." "I thought the water was purple blue," said Rainbow Fish. Angel shook her head no. The whole class turned to Puffer. "I meant at sunset," he cried. "The water goes all purple." Miss Cuddle put her tentacle around Puffer. "I love a good story," she said, "but I can see you do too. Thanks for the tall tale, Puffer." After lunch, all the fish went to play near the sunken ship. "Come on, Rainbow Fish," invited Angel. "We'll show you around." "Hey, Puffer," said Tug, "tell Angel how the ship sunk." Everyone loved the story Puffer had told them of how the ship had come out to rest outside the school cave. They all circled around him chanting, "Tell, tell." "It was a dark and stormy night," began Puffer, "and the captain of the ship knew they were carrying too heavy a load. If they were going to ride out the storm, they would have to lighten the load. So he gave the command." "Throw the cargo overboard," Angel chimed in. "Sorry, Puffer. I love that part. Go on, tell the rest." "How do you know that?" asked Rainbow Fish. "It's a famous story," said Angel, "about a sunken ship in the Butterfly Reef. We lived there when I was little." "But Puffer," said Tug, "you said it happened here." "Maybe it's the same ship," suggested Pearl. "Yeah, right," said Spike. "Maybe it drifted here too," added Rusty, worried that his friends might start fighting. "The prevailing currents go the other way," said Dinah. "A ship in the Butterfly Reef could never drift here, not in a million years." "Puffer, what's the story?" asked Rainbow Fish. "The real story?" While everyone waited for an explanation, Miss Cuddle rang the bell. Puffer was the first into the cave. "Let's look at the world of oyster beds," said Miss Cuddle this afternoon. "Has anyone ever been to this fascinating place?" Angel said, "I have." "Me too," added Puffer. "We go there all the time." "Splendid," said Miss Cuddle. "I want to learn all about it, Angel. Will you please go first?" "They're quite beautiful," said Angel. "There are oysters as far as the eye can see. And if even the teeniest, tiniest little grain of sand gets inside an oyster, it makes a pearl. Only problem is it's terribly difficult to find a pearl. I looked and never found a single one." "I've found a pearl, Puffer said. I found a whole bunch, hundreds. Miss Cuddle smiled. Look at my 8 tentacles, Puffer. Now, let's try to imagine 12 octopuses. We would have 96 tentacles altogether, almost 100. So, how many pearls did you see? Well, maybe it was more like 10, or 9, or 8. Maybe it was a big lie, said Rainbow Fish, and the others agreed. They were sure Puffer hadn't found any pearls. They were sure he'd never been to the oyster beds. But I did go, cried Puffer. I really did. Oh, right, said Rosie. In your dreams. That's enough, said Miss Cuddle. Maybe Puffer's imagination carried him away about the number of pearls. But if he says he went there, then he did. Class dismissed. The next day, Miss Cuddle asked if anyone had anything for show and tell. I do, said Puffer. Everyone groaned. Then Puffer held up something in front of the class. It's so shiny, said Rainbow Fish. It's huge, said Spike. It's true, said Pearl. You really did find a pearl. Angel told Puffer it was the most beautiful pearl she'd ever seen. You mean it? He asked. You've seen so many, I bet you're exaggerating. I am not. You're the one who does that, she joked. Puffer smiled. You're right, he said. I am the biggest exaggerator there is. Want to come over after school? She asked. I've got a famous book of sea stories we could look at. The one with the sunken ship story? Asked Puffer. I've read it 1,000,000 times. I'd love to come over. There you go, friends. A fishy story. I hope you enjoyed that story as much as I enjoyed reading it to you. I am going to take my camera and show you the fish in the pond really quickly, and then we can see them swimming. There we go, in the fresh water. Now, our story was about the ocean, remember, where the water is salty. I know a lot of you guys have been to the beach. And this water here is water out of a garden hose, believe it or not, with a filter in it. So it's kind of like a big aquarium, but it's outside. Okay, guys, I will read you another story soon. Miss you. Bye-bye.